Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is going to be another Isekai anime first impression video. Welcome once again. I'm very torn to if I like this or not. I'm not really sure. At first, it very much felt like it was going to be another kind of kiddish reincarnation anime, very similar to I guess that bookworm anime that came out last year, but it ended up being as kiddish as I thought. Now, before I continue, for a few things, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. There is a giveaway that's going to happen February 1st. It is open now, so go check out the video. You have to be subscribed, so might as well do it now, and then go check out the video. Get yourself some free merch from this channel. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. You can follow me on social media, and check out all the different first impression videos that I have already out. I released already one today. I'm not sure if I have another one today. Probably not. But I will have quite a bit this weekend. I'm trying to finish all the ones that I want to give my first impressions on, so I can start doing other stuff for the channel while the season is running. So this is going to be on Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. Very general opening. He's a working class guy who is very much a loner, doesn't really talk to people, and he is reincarnated into this world. And basically, the whole first episode, we follow his, I guess, his life as a baby first, and then realizing where he is, realizing that he needs to learn the language, and then he becomes a toddler, and he learns that this is a whole world of magic. There's actually missions and dungeons that you can do, and his parents are actually those type of adventurers. His mom is a mage, and his dad is a knight. So one is able to teach him swordsmanship, and the other one is able to teach him mage or magic. Now, we do find out later in the episode that the parents had this deal that if it was a boy, he would be raised as a swordsman. If he was a girl, it was going to be raised like a mage. But they kind of find out that this little boy is a genius, so they decide to train him in both eventually. But at the beginning of the episode, he finds out that there's magic, and he finds one of his mom's books. So he starts practicing different incantations, realizes that he doesn't need to read them out loud, can just think up in his head and make the incantation. He gets pretty good at doing stuff, like, for a little kid. Obviously, he gets stronger and stronger. Some years pass by, and essentially the parents eventually find out because he starts using intermediate spells, and he makes a huge hole in the house. So parents kind of find out because, well, they find out. So I will say the reason that he did that is because his previous life, he was a loner. He was very much a secluded person and didn't really go out much. So that plays into his fear of not wanting to get out of the house. So obviously his magic practice is kept indoors until he gets a mage tutor, which it does happen in this episode, and eventually they go outside and practice. So mage tutor ends up being a little girl, and she's annoyed that she needs to train this boy who doesn't seem like he's strong enough, but ends up enjoying or being very excited to train him because he is obviously a prodigy by being able to do incantations without reciting them, and being able to do intermediate magic already at his very young age. So that, in a nutshell, is the whole first episode. Now, I did skip the not so kiddish parts because I want to talk about that. Again, if you took out like maybe 3, maybe 4 scenes of the anime first episode, you would think this is basically like the bookworm anime girl that came out a year ago maybe. But like he's a baby and he's like, wow, I'm gonna be enjoying these boobs, right? Such a guy thing to say. And then as a younger boy, like they send him to bed and to go to sleep, and we see this scene where he's reading these incantations and practicing to show us that he's actually like working hard. And but in the background, like you hear his parents having sex. It's very much a weird scene, to be honest. But that's what's going on in the background. And when he meets his teacher, he's very attracted to her because she looks like a little girl. I guess I should clarify that she looks like a little girl, but she's not. She's more like a lolly. Anyways, so he's being a creeper already because again, although he's like a 5-6 year old boy in the anime or in that world, he's actually a 40-something-year-old in spirit. So definitely being a perv around his mom and around this tutor. So anyways, that kind of changes the anime's tune a little bit, but for the most part, it's very slow moving, to be honest. And when the best scenes are the fan service scenes, that should tell you enough of the anime. So, out of 10, I'm going to give this one a meh rating of 5 out of 10. I don't know if maybe it's going to get a lot better, but for now, it just kind of feels like it's going to move very, very, very slow and not really get us to any good or main point. So, unless he starts going to adventures, but most animes that do that, the kid stage, when he's still a little kid training, that happens in like the first 5 minutes of the first episode, and then he becomes an adult and he goes to adventures, right? But it kind of feels like they want to show us all his training episode by episode, and by the name Jobless Reincarnation, that gives me a vibe that it's going to move slow and we're not really going to see much adventures with him. So, out of 10, I'll give him a meh of 5. I probably will watch it if it's dubbed in the background, but I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe, follow me on social media, and guys, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.